No. Not at all. So we're back on ice and chrome.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ice and chrome. It is a best of 5 between these two. In the top right-hand side of the map, it is stats.
And in the bottom left, it's the blue Terran player, Dream, from Brave Star Gaming.
All right, how do you think this one's gonna go?
Stats?
Yeah, same here.
It's gonna go stats.
If you asked me 6 months ago, I'd have been like, Dream's on the up and up. Maybe now is the time he'll beat stats, but his play as of late hasn't been impressing me.
No.
Not impressing me a ton. Of course, he's still very good at Starcraft, but not what we were hoping to see. Maybe, though. Maybe he could take down stats and prove his otherwise.
I mean, hey, that's why we cast the games, because we don't know what's going to happen. Check out the proxy, though.
Yeah. Dream going for a very proxy.
So I have some trivia for you.
Oh, I love trivia.
When was the last time a Protoss player was both in the BlizzCon final and won the BlizzCon final? Because it's the same year.
SOS 2015.
Bam, you got it. Is that crazy?
It kind of is.
Like,
but
it's one thing if they hadn't ever won a BlizzCon since 2015, but Protoss hasn't been in a BlizzCon final since 2015.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Zerg won like 2017, or Beyond won 2016, Zerg won 2017, 2018, 2019.
Yeah. Again, I'm not talking about wins. I'm just saying the fact they can't make it to a final, it blows my mind.
It's got to be the format.
Think
Protoss
so?
is all about planning, and they don't have a ton of time to plan.
Interesting argument.
Because BlizzCon's like a pretty short tournament, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so I think that could be part of the reason why. But then again, it's not like Protoss hasn't done well. Like, Stats won the big IEM tournament once, right?
Yeah, and they've had some good success in GSL as
Yeah.
well.
Zest won something as well. Like, Classic won something too. So there definitely are Protoss wins. However, yeah, I do see your point. 5 years is a long time. And there never will be another Protoss in the BlizzCon finals.
Because BlizzCon is over.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gone. I did want to know what Blizzard was planning for the team league for like the BlizzCon StarCraft, because we assumed there'd be some high-level StarCraft at BlizzCon, right? Just like an expedition match or whatever.
I mean, are you sure?
Oh, positive. They were going to do something.
I mean, they've kind of been putting StarCraft on the back burner a little more every year for the last couple of years.
Yeah, but Blizzard still likes to flex their esports stuff. And so, and I'm pretty sure in one of their posts they said that they did have like some StarCraft content planned for BlizzCon, implying like matches and stuff.
Brood War or StarCraft 2?
StarCraft 2.
Okay.
When they announced like the ESL Pro Tour thing, so makes me wonder if they were maybe planning like a finals for this team league thing that they just announced with the war chest, because that would maybe have lined up like a fair few months from now.
Dream has 4 SCVs on one of his refineries. Oh,
gas is all I can say to that.
He fixed it. He heard me. He was like, dang it.
Stats Serral 2018. Wait, was Stats in the 2018 BlizzCon finals? Did he lose to Serral? He did, right?
Hang on, looking.
Were we wrong?
I might have been entirely wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was in there.
Huh.
Yep, you're right. Stat Serral.
Solid stats.
Finals.
There would have been a lot more complaining if that hadn't happened.
Stats is the great Protoss hope then.
Mm-hmm. And he still is. I honestly was expecting Stats' performance to go down, because I think he's got to go into military service by like the end of the year or something, I think. But he's still just killing it.
He's doing all right, absolutely.
Now, talking about this game, where are we at?
Dang, Stats is 28. That's older than I thought he was.
Yeah, there's some old StarCraft pro players, man. Like, I'd say the majority of the Koreans are like 25 to 30 at this point. Because they've all been playing for like a decade.
It's true.
Helium Bunny saying Stats fighting. I wonder if I still have that. At when I went to GSL versus the World, they had like little Stats paddles. That was like the Stats meme or whatever. And it was awesome. And it was just Stats fighting.
Pretty good.
Okay.
His Wikipedia page, like one of the most impressive. Anyway, Blink Stalker
is Dream
good
dead?
Stuff. He lost a tank for nothing. The Raven's gonna die. The bunker doesn't. Oh, bunker finished. This tank just acts like it wants to be killed, but is saved by the presence of the fellow Marines.
He's only got one tank.
And more stalkers are here. Like, Stats is going into a third base and Colossus and stuff, but I'm not sure that he needs it.
No, he may just be able to kill Dream right now. Stalkers blink in very aggressively, just going to kill off tons of SCVs. Use the Prism to pick off the Stalkers since they already, or to pick up the Stalkers since they already used their blink. He's actually going to kill the bunker. SCV is being pulled forward. Oh my god, this is awful.
This is
Oh
your
no,
GG?
Dream.
This is your GG.
The snowball has started. Stats is a crocodile or an alligator. He is dragging Dream to the bottom of the pond. And there's no escape for Dream. He's dead.
Do you think it matters? Do you think if you're like you're in the swamp and it's either an alligator or a crocodile that gets you, do you think it matters? They're both pretty terrifying, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't honestly know much of the difference.
Me neither.
I do know that they are that they're an apex killing machine that's been virtually unchanged for 400 million years.
That's what Archer taught me.
Yep.
That's such a great scene.
It's so good. Yeah, that is like my favorite. How his first biggest fear is crocodiles, second biggest is alligators.
He's the best.
So, whoa, Widowmine hit. 6 dead probes.
All right, Dream.
All memes aside, Dream didn't actually die.
It's true.
He just lost 19 SCVs.
This army supply is a little bit lackluster here too.
He's got 3 orbitals. SCV count to probe count, 50 to 56. Not bad at all.
No, not at all, considering all the SCVs he lost in that earlier attack.
Like, there's a chance Dream can still win this game. I thought he was totally dead.
We were talking about it.
And now, Stats does know that this attack is moving out on the map for Dream, thank goodness to the observers. The Stalkers come back in to be a pain, which is going to cause a lot of grief for Dream, seeing as how he just has his production to deal with it. He does end up pushing that Warp Prism away. Stats has got 2 Colossus sentries on the ramp. Can he force field? There's 1 force field before the sentries get picked off. They are now gone, though.
The extended thermal lance Colossus are here.
There is also charge for Stats, which is very important to cleaning up pushes like this. The Zealots are going to move forward. The Stalkers are also on the front lines being blinked back. The tanks are gone for the most part. Complete hold from Stats. Widowmine drop getting microed by Stats. Loses 5 probes, and not bad damage behind this for Dream. And Dream, as long as he's macroing behind this game is still on. Stats' army is now a little bit scary, though, seeing as how there's really no answer to it from Dream besides just Marauders and Marines. And this kind of army for a Protoss under the control of someone like Stats makes me nervous for Terran players.
For good reasons, I would
And
say.
Dream just nopes on out of there. He says, not today, Stats, not today. Unfortunately, the bio can only run so far. Dream's eventually going to have to take a fight against 3 Colossus. Good force fields from Stats. He's got the Prism. He's picking up the Colossus. They cannot get targeted down. Dream's army has been split up. He's now down 30 supply. I mean, things were looking on the up and up for Dream, but he just doesn't have any Vikings to counter the Colossus.
When you're pulling SCVs to counter Colossus, you're in a bad way.
Yeah, not just like 1 or 2 Colossus, 3 Colossus is just the killing number for Protoss. In which they just melt everything.
Well, it wasn't GG earlier, but this one right here.
Yeah.
The Colossus just aren't dying because of the War Prism shenanigans, and that's your GG. Stats takes game 1. Hoorah! Stats showing why he has a Wikipedia page that's like 10,000 words. Have you looked at it recently? You know how it's like, here's your biography, and here's what they've done, and then below it's their achievements? You have to scroll for like 10 seconds to get to stats achievements. That's how much they talk about.
Yeah, I'd have just written God.
Yeah.
And just God, period. Capital G.
I mean, it's Wikipedia. You could probably do that.
I used to spend so much time. But I used to spend so much time reading pro players' Wikipedia.
It's not a bad use of your time, honestly. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, it's like, wow, because when I first like got into the scene, like it was pretty well established. There'd already been tons and tons of champions and stuff. So I was like, all right, I got to know what's going on. I gotta find my baseline of Starcraft pros and things like that. So I just read tons and tons of Wikipedia pages. All right, everyone's ready.
It's separated into years. Like 2013's a good 800-word essay. 2014's probably 1,000 words.
He's
2015 a 2,000-word essay. Like it just somehow 2016 is super long, and so is 2017. I mean, it's just. There's literally nothing for 2019, though. Someone needs to get up on that.
Nothing at all?
Nothing. It goes 2018.
We're in 2020, guys.
I know. Stats stands. Get in there. Update stats page. He needs your help.
There's probably like a million.
Seriously, there's nothing from 2019.
There's probably like a 1,000,000-word Korean one. Because Stats has a lot of fans. And so here we are in the top left-hand side of the map. It's Stats.
This is going to bother me that it's called Submarine. And the bottom right, it's Dream. What about this is Submarine? They're trying to do Abyssal Reef, but doing it worse.
Imagine if they made it seem like we were actually in a submarine. Like there's just metal walls along the entire edge of the place.
Yeah, there's little
flashing red lights. Oh.
Totally. And every once in a while, there's an announcement that, you're being attacked. I mean, that...
Just dive.
Yeah, there's, different quotes from Hunt for Red October show up.
I haven't watched that. It's been on my list to watch for a while.
It's so good.
Okay.
Have you seen Red... Crap, what's it called? Dang it! I just watched a submarine movie that was from 1995.
Hunt for Red October or is that just the one you just said?
That's the one I just said.
Red. I don't. There's a lot of movies that have the word red in them.
Yes.
Look at this.
Crimson. It's Crimson Tide.
Oh, a kind
of
red.
It's not red. It's crimson. Right. Yeah, Crimson Tide. It's
Poor Terran.
Incredible.
Stats just get making Dream's life hell with that probe, and then it gets away.
Because of course it does.
Because he's Stats, and he's that good. He is that good.
I mean, maybe if all the plants on this map were underwater plants, which most of them are, sure, I could roll with it. But there's literally maple trees out here. What are you doing? Does he think those are underwater plants?
Those are trees. And as far as I know, trees don't grow underwater.
No. Who's the map maker?
And then there's a giant caution logo.
How did
nobody it's something out of Wemyss.
Ugh. I'm sure this went through 8 stages of approvals. And nobody was like, why is it called Submarine? Why do you
so
have
it's not the map that bothers you, it's just the name.
Wait, what?
So if
they changed the name to something more appropriate, I'd be okay with it.
Okay. So is this like seagrass then?
Sure, we'll call that
So that's
seagrass.
seagrass. So the only real problem is the trees.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them.
There is.
Look at all of them. Look at all the trees.
Maybe it's meant to be like those. It's meant to look like those. I don't know. What are they? Amoebas or
Amoebas?
not? No, not amoebas. They're like those. They kind of look like trees. They have like branches and stuff, and they hold out their arms and filter feed. I can't remember. I should know this. I was in a biology class.
Anemones?
No, it's not anemones. I don't know. I think Dream's gearing up for a tank push, by the way.
Makes sense.
It does. But we're about to see the mega battery, aren't we? I'm so ready for this.
Oh my gosh, do it. Look at the range. That 8 range is more than you think it is. I like it a lot. Ooh, yeah, we got our first overcharge. Vez says mangroves grow in areas like this.
All the
But
Marines
not
are going to die.
underwater. Most of them, yep. That's not good.
Dream just lost 4 Marines.
Good thing he's got SCVs.
I don't know. There's the overcharge. I'm invincible, says the stalker, except he was too far away from the battery and dies. But the tanks are gone.
For a reason.
Holy cow, that is quick.
Dream better not be asking what the heck that overcharge was. He should know.
Does he not know there was a new patch?
Maybe not.
GG. Alright. Okay.
Like, my headcanon is here. He didn't know what that was. And was like, what?
Is this the first time Dream's booted up Starcraft? In a few days?
Maybe none of his opponents have used it. Like,
I doubt that.
me too. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Huh. Well, looks like Stats is on his way to a pretty quick victory here today, but we still have a game 3 to do. And as we learned from the Don Regu Cure series, let's not count anybody out early, shall we?
We shall not.
We shall not.
I don't know. Dream reverse sweeping stats just doesn't seem likely to me.
I think that would make like SC2 highlights or something.
Yeah, that would be a very big upset.
That'd be pretty good.
Let's get everyone on into the game. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. If your friends are asking you right now what you're up to, say watching some awesome StarCraft. And watching Dream be confused by the new photon overcharge.
I really hope that's what it was.
Or maybe he was just upset. But I don't know, that push was garbage.
It wasn't great.
In the name of honesty, that was like the most phoned in push I've seen in quite a while. Like I'm not going to proxy anything, I'm not going to harass, I'm just going to tank push stats. You can't do that against stats.
Like, this is a build you do in Diamond Ladder in TvP.
Trust me, I know. But yeah, like, not a good build. In the bottom right, we have got stats with a 2-0 lead. Looking good.
And far, far away on this big map, Dathara, it is Dream.
Death Aura or Dathara?
Dathara.
Okay, so I had a thought about submarine, by the way.
Oh,
what if it's just like submarine as in like submarine environment, not like a submarine ship?
What submarine environment involves maple trees? Like, they're either in a dock.
I think they're meant to look like non-maple trees. They're meant to be like those plants, because even those plants sometimes bloom underwater. I think that's what they were going for. They just look painfully like maple trees.
They are maple trees. They exist on other maps as trees. I bet the doodad
What's the doodad is
named?
named? We have to figure this one out. Look at
He's
this
a map
speedy
maker.
probe boy, by the way, going through the accelerator zone.
Map maker in chat. Copenhagen DOS, imagine having friends. And then somebody says, LaughNgamez is very handsome. He must be popular to girls. Oh, thank you, Korean name.
Oh, thank you very much. But then
Very nice of you
Vez
to
says,
say.
no time for girls, just StarCraft.
I know, Viz. I understand the Yellow Submarine song, but somebody go in the map maker for me and figure out what that tree dude had his name.
We need to get him on.
I'm going to continue my crusade.
Call the map maker. It's like 4 a.m. where he is.
Look, man.
We need to know.
Just change the name. Nothing. It won't hurt anything to change the name. And if you're just going for a second-rate abyssal reef, like, don't even bother. Either go all the way or do nothing. Abyssal Reef was an incredibly popular, incredibly unique visual map.
Abyssal Reef was great.
It was in the map pool for like a year and a half, it felt like. It was in there forever. It was awesome. Who makes Zealot first, by the way?
Somebody who's getting proxy reapered.
If you're getting proxied, you sure do. I forgot about the proxy. Good call.
So far, 2 dead probes, which is acceptable for stats. As long as he doesn't lose any more.
And he shouldn't, because there's a Stalker out now.
No,
and another Stalker being Chrono Boost.
Then there's just a probe that's going around endlessly in the base of Dream.
Will never be stopped.
Cue the Benny Hill theme.
Like, why is that SCV bothering? It shouldn't be bothering.
I don't know, because the second that he takes the SCV away from the probe, stats will turn the probe around and start just attacking every SCV in sight.
I guess.
You gotta keep him in check.
Copenhagen says the submarine map is subject to seasonal flooding. Fall and winter is underwater, supporting aquatic life, and other seasons, just land. Look. If you flood an area that has regular trees, the regular trees do not do very well.
Okay, so there's a Widowmine at the top of the ramp, and Stats is a genius, so he's going to send a probe up. He gets unburrowed.
Oh, God. And hit!
Kills the Zealot. There is another Widowmine, which is also going to get unburrowed. Stats builds a pylon, interestingly enough.
That was an interesting choice.
That was a very interesting choice. Looks like these mines have actually saved Dream, though. They have indeed saved him.
Yeah, not bad.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, I thought maybe he was like Blink baiting them, but Blink just started, so no.
That's bait.
That's a good movie.
Alright, Widowmine dropped for Dream, so he just removed his line of defense. And in go the Stalkers. SCVs really love Stalkers, so they're going to try and give him a hug.
Yep. They can't, though, because Stalkers are doing social distancing.
They are. Except not from each other.
No.
They're minimizing as much surface area as possible. The tank is coming forward for Dream. Interestingly enough, just attacking, not sieging. The Reaper's gonna grenade, try and maybe bounce a Stalker so it takes a bit of damage. Oh, not bad for Dream. Gets a Stalker.
I feel like they could have killed the tank and lost the Stalker anyway. Good pull here. Just beautiful response. Ah, that Widowmine.
Oh.
Accomplishes nothing. That one, though. Oh, I think that probe got a Widowmine kill. Not bad, Mr. Probe.
Okay, now here's an idea. Imagine, I don't know where on earth this idea came from, but imagine shield battery overcharge, except instead of like healing a unit's shields, it put them over their total shield cap. So you could just make like an incredibly strong Stalker.
So it has like 200 shields.
Yes.
I support it.
And
that
then
sounds pretty good.
But then, of course, it won't regen naturally unless it gets like another shield battery overcharge.
Okay. I don't know. I kind of like the constant healing over the just give you extra shields that can then be depleted.
I just had that thought and thought, why not?
Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, Stalker almost died there. That was close.
Widowmine's try and pull a sneaky one.
Yeah, Dream doing some shenanigans over here. Messing with Stats mining time for sure.
Stats is so good.
Ah, that blink was beautiful. Perfect.
It's got to be so discouraging to be a Terran playing against someone like Stats. It's like, why won't
Yes.
you die? I can't do anything to you. Nice scan by Dream to pick off that observer, but another one's ready to go. Except that one jumped the gun a little bit. That was a mistake from Stats. Losing 2 observers for the price of 1 scan, any Terran will take that bargain. Stalkers poking and prodding, blinking away. Ba-doop, boop, boop. Third base on the way for Stats, whereas Dream does have his 3rd command center already done. However, securing it is a different matter.
It's good for mules for the time being, anyway. And here comes the War Prism shenanigans. But the bio's ready. So that's not going to happen.
Yeah. Stats is actually kind of down on economy compared to Dream. Is it just me, or lately is it more of like a Protoss thing, seemingly? That they're, for the most part, foregoing as much economy to get more units early on, so then they basically just take less damage.
I mean, it's always a balance.
Like, Stats is just making sure that he's got a ton of units at the minute. Whereas in the past, I'd say Protoss might have pushed it more, tried to get up to like 66 probes right now as quick as possible.
Yeah,
Instead,
well,
Stats is like, get that charge, get that +1 Colossus, 2 Colossus out already.
Yeah. Well, especially since Terran started doing those big pulls, those big attacks. Marines, Marauders, Tanks, SCVs. The more units you have,
Oh,
the
this
better
is
in
a
the
disaster
situation.
for Dream.
Losing a tank there for nothing. Bad.
Look at how fast the units go through those zones, though. Oh,
I like them.
the
They're fun.
stalkers
Oh, gosh.
stepping through that. Look at that speedy giraffes. I can't wait till someone makes like a conveyor belt map. And it's just these zones.
So just like around the outside is one big conveyor belt, like a people mover at the
Yes.
airport.
You put your Widow Mine on the conveyor belt, and then it just gets dropped off to the Protoss base 2 minutes later, going around the map.
Somebody make this map now. Oh my gosh, I want it so bad. Just people movers everywhere. Stas is like, all right, enough of this, nerds.
May as well add in random teleportation zones while at it.
That'd be fun too. I support all of these ideas.
Pro gamers would hate it. We'd love it.
They hate anything that's new and weird.
Alright, this is looking like a nasty attack from Stats. He's already killed off a good number of SCVs, keeping his Colossus alive. The army of Dream is melting. The mines are going off, but there's not enough Vikings here. This is looking mighty, mighty fine for Stats.
Yeah, Vikings getting picked out of the sky by the Stalkers, as they are wont to do. Third base lands, but I don't know why. It's taking extra hits here as well. The Marauders trying to fight. There's some Archons in the mix. That third base is definitely toast. I say as it's getting repaired en masse.
Yeah, this series pretty much went about as expected.
Yeah. It's 61 to 32 Army supply. Third base now dead, with the exception of losing 15, 16 SCVs. Base down, bam, Stats 3-0. No doubt moving on to the next series.